That is not the thumbnail I wanted. TikTok is so ghetto. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now let's get started. Okay, so ugh, these filters suck. This one's good. Okay, um, so Zakira Kemp. Now where were we? Oh, there, y'all sliding in fast. Y'all came in fast into quickness. Okay, smash that like button. Don't be ignorant, because y'all know y'all on y'all mobile phones. Okay, so and what's up, everyone? Who's all up in here? Um, what's up, Nelly? What's up, Earth is Ghetto? What's up, Erica? What's up, Stacy? What's up, Z? What's up, Quema? What's up, Devereaux? What's up, Dr. Mickey? What's up, Hargit? Kay, Kat, E. Ortiz, Libra, everybody up in here. Okay, snap, y'all here. Don't be ignorant. Okay, so let's talk about Zakira Kemp. Okay, so the previous live was on members only mode, so we couldn't comment. Oh, interesting. So, Zakira Kemp. So on July 8th, at around 2:30 in the morning, Zakira Kemp and her two friends, Mike and I think it's Rashida, went driving from either Maryland to Texas or Texas to Maryland for Rashida's 21st birthday. They end up getting into a car crash and Zakira Kemp died. So when the mom retrieved her daughter's car, or when her mom retrieved the car, and got her autopsy results, turns out Zakira was in the back seat of the car, which means that either Mike or Rashida was driving. Now, Mike and Rashida, well, Zakira's mom, for Zakira's mom since July 8th has been trying to get uh Mike or Rashida to tell her the truth about what happened on to get her them to tell her what happened, but they won't. So the mom has a recorded call that I want to play for y'all. If you haven't watched the last video I uploaded, her mom has a recorded call. Let me pull up the call, okay? Because it's rather interesting. Okay. Okay, y'all ready? But obviously, okay. Y'all ready? I don't know. Are y'all ready? I'm about to play it. I don't see any comments. Okay. Obviously, what I'm thinking is happened because I still don't remember anything. So what I'm pretty sure is what happened, what I'm getting out of is when I seen the tree, because I'm seeing that. They don't need to tell you what to say. You need to tell me here what you're saying. I can hear the people in the background. No, he doesn't want. The thing is, he doesn't want me to talk. Hey, give me the phone. You asleep? Hello? Yes. Miss Yolanda, it was me and Kira up the whole time. Rhonda was asleep the whole time. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? I've been trying to talk to you. She's definitely recording. Okay, go ahead. All right, right. Hello? Tell me what happened, Mike. She's definitely recording. You got any questions for me? Yeah, I got a question for you, Mike. What happened? I asked me questions because Rhonda was asleep for a brick. It was me and Kira up the whole time. Okay, and what happened, Mike? Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened, Mike. I was just about to say that, Scientifically. Why the fuck he yelling? Why he yelling? Her daughter passed away. Nigga, you made it out the car. Now mind you, she's on the phone with the friend Mike and his girlfriend, the two who were in the car. What are your questions? How can I tell you just what? No, you tell. You was there. You was in the car. Tell. She was not thrown from the car. She died in the back seat of the car. When the car crashed, it caught fire. Smash that like button. What happened? I was in a trauma. I don't remember. You see what I'm saying, Mike? Let me tell you something, Mike. No, listen to me. Listen to me. And I need you to listen good to me. I'm listening to you very well. Because You know, of all people, Kira was close to you. She called you her cousin, did she not? Yes. So this is the part I'm having a problem with. Ever since this can happen, the story have changed, Michael. I came down, and listen, I came down there yesterday. I asked your mom to let me come and see you and talk to you. And she didn't answer. Yes, she did. She was on the phone. She talked to me. She told me to give her 2 hours, and she was going to call me so we could come out to that coach's house. I waited all day and night for your mom. You see what I'm saying? So my thing of it is,
the reason why the mom is trying to get um Mike and his little girlfriend to say something is because Mike and his girlfriend told the mom that Zakira was driving. When the coroner and the police report came out, they said she was in the back seat when that fire broke out in the car. So the mom's like, if she was in the back seat, then why don't either of you tell me what happened? And they've been ducking and dodging the mom. They first claimed that they had a concussion, they don't remember. And then the mom is then they said, "Oh, we're just really we have to our injuries are so bad, we just can't talk." So the mom is like, "But y'all out here kicking it, hanging out, chilling, all this other stuff. So what you mean you can't remember?" So sometimes they'll tell her bits and pieces of the story, and other times they'll be like, "Oh, I don't remember."
this right here. When I got down there and I went to the spot, what everything that was said to me didn't make sense to me. Because it's a house right there and everything else. Everything has been I lost my memory and this and that. See, this is the problem I have. Listen, no, can you hear me? Hear me right quick. Because I need you to hear this before you speak. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Kira loved y'all. She even wrote me a text and said that y'all wasn't her friend. Y'all was her family. Those was her last word. Her first words was Aiden, Mike, and Rhonda. And all these people was her family and Demaja. You see what I'm saying? So as her family, and y'all know I love my baby with everything in me, y'all owe it to me to tell me the truth of what really happened. Okay, and I'm telling you, Rhonda, babe, please, babe. Girl, Rhonda, I don't want to hear anything from Rhonda because Rhonda was never Kira's friend in the first place. And she's showing me how she really is. Rhonda was weak. That's why I don't want her to even try to explain it to you. Because I understand how you get frustrated because she's trying to explain the little bit of memory that she knows. Rhonda was asleep the whole time. That's why I said, if you got any questions or you want a story. Mike, what happened? Tell me your story. Tell me what happened. What you was remember since you and Kira was up. Me and Kira was celebrating Rhonda's birthday, as you know this. So I'm not wondering what story did you hear? No, you tell me what happened. You don't want to say anything. You know what, Michael? What are you talking Let me about? Tell you.
I thought that was strange that he said, "What story did you hear?" None. If you're the only person who knows the story and the other person who knows the story is dead, what story could she have possibly heard? She heard nothing. The police are involved, but they can't get the kids to talk, so nobody knows anything.
But I'm going to end the conversation here. I see now where y'all stand, and I'm going to stand mine too. So when we meet again face to face, and I'm saying bye forever, y'all know what it is. Because right now, y'all still like, Mike, you of all people, Mike, you of all people know. No, because Mike, you're playing games with me. I didn't even say nothing. That's right. Tell me what happened. I just told you. You never gave me a question. I shouldn't have to give you a question if you was there.
These kids are wicked. What you mean she didn't ask you a question? Just tell her what happened. Say, "Hey, we were at the house, we were drinking, we were getting ready, the girls were doing their makeup, and then we got on the road and I blacked out because I don't remember." Why you gotta wait for the mama to ask you questions? Just tell her what happened. This is another Shanquella Robinson story all over again, and it just broke like Ooh, I just found out about it yesterday. So it was so a bunch of people DM'd the story to me yesterday. The mom started an Instagram page and a TikTok page, and she's been posting on it. So yeah, honey, the story. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me sit up. So the reason why the story broke yesterday is because the mom is starting to get a lot more details from the police and everyone else. You said what happened is the question exactly. You said life in jail, period. That's a damn shame. Yeah. You said what's with the friends killing friends? I don't know. It's like a trend or something. I don't know what's going on. But the mom is going live with the Lampo show on December 5th. So on Monday the mom's going live with the Lampo show. So here it is. Her mom posted it. She's the Lampo show. They're good friends here over the Nosy Bystander. So she's gonna sit down with them live, and she'll probably be playing more of the voicemail. So on or more of that recorded call. So Monday we're gonna be watching her live stream live. So we can get some of the details too. I reached out to the mother as well because I did a 3-part series on TikTok about her mom's story. So you're telling me that you're driving in a car, right? Drunk or not, doesn't even matter. You remember the day. You may not remember the accident, but you definitely remember what happened before the accident happened. So one of you are driving, you or Rhonda, because it was not Zakira. She was in the back seat. That's what the coroner said. The coroner said, no, she was in the back seat. So one of you two was driving. It was either you, Mike, or you, Rhonda. One of you was driving. So just admit one of you were driving. Even if you weren't under the influence, it wouldn't matter. But but why are you hiding the fact that you were driving? This is from DL. What's up, DL? Says, yeah, life in jail, period. That's a darn shame. You said a lack of upbringing. Maybe. Nellie Nell says, this is making me not want to hang out with any of my friends or go out of the state with anyone. I think it's really mostly young kids because most adults who go out of town with their friends usually come back. Okay, it's the kids who don't come back. You said it's giving guilty. Yeah. Any witnesses? No. It happened at 2:30 in the morning. This is from Geen says, and if she was driving, he could have easily repeated the same story. Precisely. Precisely. This from Amber says, how did she get killed and they didn't hurt her and they didn't get hurt? The car burned on fire. So when the car crashed, the boyfriend, Mike, and his girlfriend, Rhonda, escaped. And then, because I assumed the car was already mostly engulfed and they just escaped out of the car and Zakira couldn't get out. But they were they were driving. You said, but she was asleep. Yeah, she could have been asleep. She could have been asleep in the back seat. This is from Burnett. Burnett says, I'm wondering if Rhonda was driving because at the beginning she said he don't want me to say anything. He covering for that girlfriend probably, or she's covering for him. She probably knows more. You know what I mean? She probably knows more. You said, what did they crash into? A tree. They crashed into a tree. They crashed into a tree. Another car has swerved on the road and they swerved to miss it and hit a tree. So yeah, so this is definitely giving Shanquella Robinson. It's definitely giving cover up. It's definitely giving leave the scene of a crime type deal. This is from Dr. Mickey says, but if she was in the back seat, they would have caught fire first. That's why I think they did something to her before the accident. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Depends. I'll show you a picture of the car. Depends on how hard it hit that tree. If it hit the tree relatively hard, that fire could have went up quick. I'm gonna show you a picture of the car. Hold on one second. Do I have a picture of the car? Yeah, this is the car. Can you see? So the front end is where this was in either Texas or Maryland. I can't remember if they were going to Texas or coming from Texas. You said is Jeannie Alidi says what state were they in? He said, I thought that as well. Mm-hmm. He said, Emily, what happened? We're going over the story of Zakira Kemp, who was killed in this crash. It first stated in the police report that she was driving, but after the police had started to launch their investigation, they found out that Zakira was in the back seat, and two of her friends, one of her two friends she was in the car with, were driving, and they won't admit to being one of the drivers. Their story is they can't remember because of the accident. Yeah, doesn't that look crazy? That looks so crazy. I mean, that car is just, it's nothing. There's nothing left. This from Earth is Ghetto says, damn, it was a head-on collision. Yeah. How did the driver make it out? No idea. The grace of God, I suppose, Bonsai. He said, definitely seems like he's covering for her, constantly saying, we were asleep. Why you have to tell her she was asleep? Maybe he was driving and she wasn't asleep, right? And he's just telling her to say you were asleep, like that's your story and you're sticking to it type deal. The police involved, yes. The time of the crash, 2:30. He said it's probably was engulfed in flames and they were too afraid to get her out and feeling guilty. Maybe. But also too, you have to understand they were also hurt as well. So they probably just thought, get the heck out of the car. Maybe Zakira was asleep and they didn't want her to bother her, waking her up when they seen the flames. Or maybe they thought she got out. I don't know. They definitely was drunk. They were going to celebrate Rhonda's 21st birthday. He said, wow, this reminds me of Kevin Hart crash about who was really driving. Kevin Hart was driving. He was driving, allegedly. But yeah, that's so crazy. Like, this crash looks sick. It looks crazy. Crazy as all hell. You said, I feel like he's trying to cover the fact that he was driving. Because he was asking the mom. He's like, what did he say to her? Well, what's your question? No. What story do you know is what he said to the mom. What story do you know? She don't know nothing. That's why she calling you. She don't know nothing. That's why she's calling you. Because she don't know the story. You said Sue to where the impact is, the driver had to be dragged out. My guess is the girl was driving and he dragged her out because the reverse wouldn't work. True. You said who drives that far drunk? Even if I don't know. Here's my thing. I don't think they were drunk. I think they're just scared kids and they don't want to admit that they were driving because they think they're going to go to jail. Even if you were driving, a car swerved and hit you, which caused you to hit a tree. So even if you were driving, it's less likely you're going to go to jail because the accident was in July. They don't have a blood toxicology for those kids. You know what I mean? They don't have a blood toxicology for the kids. So it's not like they're going to be like, he was drunk. There's no proof of that. There's no proof of that. There's none. There's no proof of it. So I think they should just admit that one of them was driving. It's in the accident. It's in the report that a car swerved into the median and it didn't hit them, but it swerved into the median, which made them swerve. You know what I mean? You said the story. What story did you hear? Yeah, he said that. What story did you hear? What about the other car? Did they stop? That doesn't say in the report. You said, so who is going to be held accountable? I guess whoever admits to it. Right now, it's just a car accident. But the mom wants the full story so that, she can just have some peace. Because she knows her daughter wasn't driving. Her daughter was in the back seat. So, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. You said they're making it worse, especially not letting the mom get peace. Exactly. You said the fact that they aren't being forthcoming is turning into a cover up. Yeah, it's making it more worse than anything because what it sounds like right now is an accident. But when you're not coming forward, You know, it's starting to look a little seedy. Starting to look a little seedy. It's starting to it's starting to make the nosy bystanders start asking questions. You understand what I mean? Like the nosy bystanders are gonna start asking questions because what's really going on? What's really going on? Because y'all not coming forward. So now the nosy parts of us, we want to know. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Okay. I think. Oh, I can't even remember. Wednesday? Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. Sorry. I use this period tracker and I missed it like 3 days, so I want to fill it in. Um, this is from practically living Hebrew. Said it's possibly too late to get blessing. Way too late. It happened in July, so there's no way to do it. Smash that like button, y'all. Um, this is from Nola Barr. Says I'm confused about why people aren't scared of karma. Mm. So the police can't get in contact with the other drivers. They can, but as far as the police know, it was a simple accident. But the mom knows that the mom just wants to know who was driving. That's it. So even so, right? Like, because the yeah. So even so, like, yeah. Whose car was it? The daughter's car. I think it was Kira's car. You see, he trying to cover up driving because of vehicular homicide, or at least vehicular manslaughter. But it was another car swerved into him. So even if another car swerved into them, it wouldn't be vehicular nothing. I think the mom just wants to know because she knows her daughter wasn't driving, you know? Um, this is from Geenley says, like congeniality, were they the ones to report that another car made them swerve? I think it was because it happened on a residential street. So I think I can't remember. I have to look at the report. I have to look at the report. This is from Desmond says, I really think they left her for dead and they did try to save her at all. They didn't try to save her at all. I don't think so either. Wondering if there was actually another car that swerved. According to the police report, yeah. And I think it's because maybe the police report probably saw, because I don't have the full report, maybe they saw, skid marks on the road, when they could see the skid marks on the road. So they know something came to them, right? They know something crossed the median, right? So I think that's what made the police say that. I don't think the police just said it out of the clear blue sky. I think there was enough evidence to indicate. Now, it doesn't mean that the other car hit them, but it simply could mean that the car swerved and then sped off, but they got spooked and hit a tree. Does that make sense? This from Amber says it was another car's fault. Yes. Yes, it was. You said, did the coroner's report say the impact killed her? Yeah, the fire killed her. The fire killed her. Yeah, there was nothing left of her. Um, there was nothing left. There was like, the coroner said there was only there was only some tissue and some bone, but she was so engulfed, right? We're talking about gasoline. We're talking about gasoline. So there was hardly anything left, but it was enough to get a toxicology report, and it was enough to determine her cause of death. But there was in the coroner's report, it said it wasn't a whole lot of her left. Okay, they just know she was in the back seat, but that's how bad the fire was. Yeah, it's just a shame. Listen, I want to see what the mom has to say on that podcast on Monday. So we're gonna be listening in. So we're gonna be listening to the whole podcast Monday. What time is it? Monday? We're gonna be listening to it live on the show. Excuse me. Oh yeah, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Where's it gonna be at? On YouTube? I don't know where it's gonna be. We'll have to find it. You said I just watched a few minutes of her funeral service. Aw. This is from Dr. Mickey said, because even fire victims, if they were killed before the fire, they can tell if they were killed before the fire. happened. So I was just curious. Oh, no, that's okay. But no, there wasn't much left. There was enough to tell if she was drunk, which she was not. And there was enough to tell. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so it's a great work, Nosy Bystander. I appreciate that. Yeah, so it's sad all around. It's sad all around. I'm really interested in that story on Monday. I want to hear what the mom has to say. Um, I want to hear what the mom has to say. It's just so sad. It's like, what's with all these fake friends? Also, too, in other news, I don't know if you guys saw this, but I reposted it on Instagram. It's from one of my favorite bloggers, Lovely T. I like Lovely T. I've always liked her. Um, Lovely T posted this about fake news. And it looks like screenshots from bloggers, from these bloggers website, these bloggers blogs, these screenshots. And then she said, what did she say? Oh, I didn't post it. Ooh, did I post it? I didn't post it. What the heck? I thought I did. Actually, I think I screenshot it. Hold on, you guys. Here it is. I'm about to read you what Lovely T posted, okay? Let me tell you what Lovely T posted. She says, as Shanquella Robinson's family continues to search for answers in the death of their daughter, several blogs and YouTubers are claiming the suspect has been arrested. This is fake news, hence why we have not posted any updates, because we actually research over here instead of looking for clicks and views. The 25-year-old Charlotte woman mysteriously died while on vacation with a group of friends in Mexico. Officials have only issued an arrest warrant for one of the people on the trip, but some folks are spreading misinformation and stating that the person has been arrested. This is false. There has not been an arrest in the Shanquella Robinson case. When someone reports and shares claims that are not verified, that's how misinformation is spread. Thank you, Lovely T. Speak, Queen. Dejanay Jackson was not arrested by Interpol agents, so stop asking me why I'm not posting the latest update on Shanquella. I'm not posting because after researching 3 days ago for less than 20 minutes, it was obviously a lie. This case is too important to be spreading misinformation. Yeah, she said it best. I yelled it with curse words. But as the queen did, Lovely T, she told it perfectly. So that's why I told everyone, I said she's one of my favorite bloggers, because she just does it right, and I like her, and I love that about her. And that's what I like about her. Misinformation is bad. It's so bad. When did Nancy Grace come back on the scene? Nancy Grace been on the scene. She used to be with Headline News for like 25 years. And then she signed a new contract with Fox Nation or Fox Now or something like that. Nancy Grace is a prosecutor. She's an attorney, a prosecutor. Nancy Grace been that bitch. Okay, she been that. She been that. Nancy Grace she been that. She's the true crime queen. A lot of people don't know this about Nancy Grace, but her first husband was actually brutally murdered. I don't know if y'all know that, but her first husband was brutally murdered, and then she got remarried and had her twins. So Nancy Grace is the true crime queen, and we don't give her enough flowers because she dog walked Casey Anthony when that case went down. Oh, her ratings, because she was going live every night. Nancy Grace's ratings had to be in the triple millions every night. every night. She was probably hitting about 20, 40, 30 million views a night. She been that bitch, okay? I knew that. Yes, her fiance. Yes, that's right. Her fiance died. Yeah, Nancy Grace. She been that. She been that. Okay, she don't play that. She don't play that. She do not play that. Amber says, I just want, oh, you said you just watched a few minutes of her service. This is from AD. That's me says, can they charge them both? They could if they think a crime occurred. But we don't know. He said, I'm wondering if they got the girlfriend out first and then by the time the car went up in flames, but still just tell the mom that exactly. He's a lovely Tita OG. He said, I thought she went away after burying her twins died. Hold on. I didn't know Nancy Grace's kids died. Hold on. No, she didn't. Nancy Grace, her children aren't dead. I think Nancy Grace took a hiatus after her twins. Her twins were born in 2008. So no, no. Mm-mm. Birthing. No, her kids were born in 2008. So Nancy Grace, she probably took a hiatus for maybe 6 months, but Nancy Grace ain't been nowhere. She ain't been nowhere. She took a hiatus back then, but not now. You said, I hate people spreading misinformation. I don't like it. And I don't like when they do it. It's like after the first day, right? Like when Zuniga, Zuniga published that story about Dejanay being arrested. Okay, one day is sensationalism, right? But the second day, that when no one posted about it, those bloggers should have been in their right mind to be like, there's something fishy about this. But the third day, and then the fourth day, and the fifth day, and the sixth day. Now, come on now. Come on. At some point, it was going to be public, right? It was going to be public that Dejanay was arrested. But the fact that the bloggers continued with it after everybody kept saying this is fake news, and then we find out that Zuniga is nothing more than a disgraced journalist in Mexico, right? After body shaming Arlene Moreno in her election and being sanctioned by the Mexican government, people should have known. Or the Oaxacan government, people should have known he was a bum. She used to call Casey and Top Mom. She did call her Top Mom. Yeah. You said I'm still seeing people repeat that she's been arrested on TikTok because they goofies. This from Erica. Erica says, I've only seen one person walking back their statement about the arrest. Who's the one person? What's up, Cammy? I know it ain't North Carolina Beats with his sorry self. I will slander him every chance I get. I will slander North Carolina Beats every chance I get. Every chance I get. You give me a chance to slander him, I'm doing it. You ain't even got to ask. I'll do it. This from YMV says the bloggers could have retracted their announcements until official details came forward. They could delete those videos too. Foot on neck. That's right. Foot on neck. Tree said, me too. Yep. You've already blocked. Yeah, but he still watches our content. I listened to a vlogger called Dejanay's Employer Live. Because why you block a Tree? Yes. So the Stupidity Observer, he blocked both of us on Facebook. And then I heard that he's been hitting a ton of people who've been calling him out with community guideline violations. He's sick. The man is sick. He hit me with a community guideline violation. Turns out I won it. This is from LMS. LMS says, but I remember people were saying she was arrested before Zuniga wrote the article that she was in federal custody, but she's not. She's not. Zuniga's a fraud. You said, sounds as if she is still working. She probably is. Zuniga told the lead attorney to update his payment to Western Union. You lying. People in Charlotte continue to listen to him because they goofy themselves. This from Pamela says, I'm sorry, this from Breeze. Breeze says, I'll be glad when the family can get some justice. All this fake news is disgusting. It is. Amber says, did you even send the care package to the judge? I wasn't sending a care package to the judge. I sent an email to the judge, not a care package. This is from Erica says, it's a guy that says he's not a blogger, but a reaction channel. I don't know what that means. Not from you, Erica, but from him. Like, you're a blogger. This is from Charity says, hey, just got here at Art Basel. I don't know what that means and what I missed. So the rest of the group is still chilling in North Carolina? Apparently. There are no charges for no one else. There's charges for one direct aggressor. That's all. That's it. That's all. Oh, yes. I got some water. Whew. I was thirsty. Yeah, so everybody's just chilling in North Carolina, y'all, because don't nobody else got charges against. Smash that like button, y'all. It's 200 of you in the building. Please. LMS says, I disagree with Gerardo being a fraud because it's like every week there is a new trend or belief, then it's disproven the next week. You said, I disagree with Gerardo being a fraud because it's like every week there's a new trend or belief, then it gets disproven the next week. I don't know what that means. He's a fraud. Take it or leave it there. LMS. Charlisa says he really did upgrade to Western Union for real. The boy is odd. Yeah, he's grifting. How long that's been there? How long what's been there? That water. I refill it every day. Every day. Probably twice a day. Every day. Vapey says it's not slander if you speak in facts. It's not. He was sanctioned by the Mexican government for publishing false lies about a political candidate. That's not fake. That's real. Practically Living Hebrew says, I'm wondering if they will not be an extradition. U.S. may find a way to take the lead, perhaps the audio recording on the plane. Planes aren't. They don't wiretap planes. Baby, they don't wiretap planes. They have U.S. Marshals on planes and plain clothes, but they don't wiretap planes. This from what LMS says, I thought someone said Gerardo was a fraud. I disagree with that. He is. He is. What's up, Michelle? A lead attorney not doing attorney things. Well, he's got his hands in other people's pockets, right? So he's definitely doing attorney things. It's a rumor that the Cobble Six, there's only 5 of them, are not in Charlotte because of the reports of North Carolina beats and others tracking them. That's disgusting. Why are you tracking these people? Regardless of how you feel about them, they're still U.S. citizens who deserve some sort of privacy. Don't be a weirdo, right? Like, don't track people. They're not in custody. They don't have active warrants out for their arrest. They are free to move about the country, as Southwest Airlines would say, right? You are now free to move about the country. Yeah, that's crazy. Don't track people. Don't be weird like that. Not you, Pamela, but just other people. Don't be weirdos tracking people. What are you, sick? Like, that's just strange. Who does that? Hello, Lady Lovelace. It's late. Hold on one second, y'all. Oh my God, my phone is so slow. Yeah. So I don't know. All I'm saying is don't track people. Gerardo Zuniga, crackpot. Stop listening to him. Stop sending him money. Okay. He has a monetized website where he's making a gobs of money. He doesn't need your money. He doesn't need your money. Gerardo Zuniga is not poor. He's not in danger. He's not running for his life. He's not some sort of Mexican expat looking to buy his way into the US. He's not any of those things. He's probably upper middle class, if you ask me. And he's been doing this for a long time. There's nothing the matter with Gerardo Zuniga. And don't let his inability to understand English. I don't even know if I believe. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know if I believe that. I think he speaks English probably pretty well. Okay. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hold y'all. I think he does. This is from Geenley says, you are free to move about the cabin. That's right. This is from Just Chrissy. What's up, Just Chrissy? Says, how you ever dealt with a case like this in real time other than reading? Because I can tell from firsthand knowledge, it doesn't follow protocol. It could take weeks before update. Exactly, right? Exactly. Like how exactly would he have known? Like, come on, man. Zuniga's, come on. Burnett says, and that would have been my cue to bounce. Exactly. He may be working with the cartel. Don't say that. That's racist, Geenley. He's not working with the cartel because he's Mexican. You guys, come on. You can't say stuff like that. He can be a fraud and a grifter and a scammer, but you don't equate that to the cartel. That's racist to even say that notion. LMS says Gerardo and the 7 other reporters wrote articles about the female candidate saying she was unqualified for office by stating because she was attractive and that her mom was a representative for the government. Yeah, you can't do that. Does that make sense? You really hate Zuniga. I really do. I think he doesn't understand. I don't believe he doesn't speak English too. I mean, that's just an inside joke, but that's what I think. He's an educated man. I think he graduated from some university in Mexico. Like, I'm sure he like studied abroad as well. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You said, I don't understand why it's taking so long to act on the warrant. It's not, you guys. It's degular bureaucracy. It's not taking long. It's just the chain of command of how paperwork works. It may take long for you, but a normal DC, metropolitan Mexican State Department, it's probably going as planned. He said, now I do think he speak English. He understood everything the lead attorney was saying in English. It was obvious, so obvious. LMS said the female candidate withdrew and filed under a new political law, and she is being attacked. She won, and they were fined. I'm aware of this, LMS. I'm fully aware of the story. I covered it. I broke it, even though it came out in June. I'm fully aware of the details of the story. I know exactly what he did. He's a creep. This from YMV says, yep, he got caught answering English questions before his translator was able to convey the question. No, he was not. No, he was not. No, he wasn't. No, he was not. Was he really? Oh, Zuniga, you need to stop. You need to not answering the questions in English. You say, okay, I'll say it, cartel. Don't say that. Has anything been said about the missing lady and the pastor? No, I've been doing updates every day. I want to do another update, but I'm just waiting on more information. This from Pamela says, I've been following you for a while. Love your content. Appreciate the fair coverage on all cases. Thank you. I appreciate that. His articles are in English. I'm just saying. No, you guys, his articles are in Spanish. If you're looking them up here in the US from Google, Chrome, or Firefox, they automatically translate to English. It's just standard. If you were in Mexico and you pulled up an American article, it would automatically translate in Spanish. That's the World Wide Web for you, you guys. That's how the internet works. It's the internet is quick, fast, and in a hurry. Don't look at that. Okay, just ignore that. I was cat sitting. LMS says, but I will keep an open mind, nosy bystander, about what you say. You're a more reliable YouTuber. I do my best. I don't cover things that I don't know. If I don't know, I don't know. And can't nobody make me know it. Nobody's going to bully me into covering a story with no facts. I don't care. And when a bunch of like false information was coming out about Shanquella's case, I was getting, y'all don't understand, I was getting heavily bullied by people like, oh, you're lying, why won't you cover the story? Like, you're not gonna bully me into a lawsuit. The lead attorney believes them. I didn't watch the interview. I didn't either. I don't like the lead attorney. He's not a fraud, but he's definitely a bit scrupulous. Okay, he's moving a little scrupulous for me. Jerica says, um, yes, on more than platforms, it definitely was like no translator needed. Uh, is it Jade or Jade says no, she did not report that. I was on the live. She said she was sanctioned for spreading false. Oh, your message deleted. Message retracted. It said. Why did it retract it? Did you delete it? Z Bradley says, I don't want anyone to walk on a technicality. We have to be patient so SR gets justice. Yeah. The lead attorney is a hustler, and it makes sense he is retired. He retired? I didn't know he was retired. Yes. It says his interview with Tish and the North Carolina Beat. He didn't have a translator for Tish. I didn't know that. This from Mika says, if the girlfriend was asleep, she wasn't the girlfriend. She was the friend. Oh, you mean the girlfriend, Rhonda. If Rhonda was asleep, but Zakira wasn't, then how did the girlfriend get out of the car and not Zakira? Zakira was, we don't know if Zakira was asleep. No one said that. She could have been. It's possible. They were driving from Maryland to Texas or Texas to Maryland. I can't remember, but they in it at 2:30 in the morning. It's possible Zakira was sleeping. It's possible. It's quite possible. It's quite possible. But yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know. Yeah, why did he need a translator? Why did he need a translator if he can if he understands and speaks English? That I don't get. Y'all, I don't get that. I don't get that. Make it make sense, Jesus. Make it make sense. I don't get it. Yes, Tish has a translator. He speaks about 10% English according to her. Ah, got you. It's pronounced Jade. Oh, hello, Jade. Trying to play us. Trying to play you off of Cash Apps. Y'all don't want giving him money. I wouldn't be giving him. I wouldn't. He don't need no money, y'all. He is a middle class. He is a the man is middle class. He's probably upper middle class if you ask me. He's been a reporter for years. He runs a very successful blog, that news site, that blog site in Mexico with AdSense. That man don't need y'all money. Y'all quit giving that man y'all money. Okay, that man got money. He is a upper middle class journalist, and I'm using journalist very loosely. Okay, that term is going to be used incredibly loosely. Talking about Zuniga. Um, Hold on one second. Okay, hold on. He can't get cash apps in Mexico, so the lead attorney opened up, opened it, opened the what? I heard he had a Western Union. That's what I heard. I heard he had a Western Union. Mm-hmm. And y'all over there sending. He probably made about 10 racks off this story. Do you know how much money in Cash App I made? Do you know why I made this much money in my Cash App on this story? Because you don't need my Cash App for me to report a story. Okay? That's not necessary. I don't know if y'all know that or not. But it costs this zero. It costs this many dollars. Okay? It costs about this many dollars to report a story. The only thing I need y'all to do is just watch it. That's it. Watch it from beginning to end. That's how I get paid. I don't get paid any other way. I'm just being honest with y'all. People don't want to talk about it because it's like taboo to talk about how much money they make online. Now, I'm not going to tell you how much I make. All I'm telling you is that I can make an honest living if you guys just watch the stories from beginning to end. If you skip them, or if you don't watch them, I don't get paid and I can't report jack squat diddly. So if you just watch the story and you trust that what you're watching is insightful and informative, then I'll get paid and I can do it again for the next story and again and again and again and again and again. But I don't need, I mean, and I'm not trying to shame other bloggers who do that. That's their business, okay? What I'm saying is, I'm not trying to live no lavish lifestyle, okay? I'm not trying to live like that. Like, I know it's a flex for bloggers to be driving Bentleys and Phantoms and shit. I don't need all that. I drive a Chrysler. Okay? It's a nice one. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a C class, okay? But I drive a nice car and I'm okay with my car. But I don't need all of that other stuff. If I can just report the news and still pay my bills, I'm all right. I'm doing all right. We're doing okay. Okay, I don't need nothing extra fancy. Who driving a Bentley? Child. What's her name? Well, I don't know if she still is. Tasha K was. I know Lovely T does. She posts in front of her Bentley all the time. All the time. You said you can trace Cash Apps. He could pick up Western Union without being traced. He doesn't need to be traced, y'all. He's not broke, poor, or in trouble. They love to grift. Don't forget type rims, Steph. Don't forget the rims. Oh yeah, I do have rims, but that's different though. They came with the car. It wasn't my choice. Okay. You said $10,000 for Lion. Why they sending people money is beyond me. I don't get it. You said any word of the Mexican legal system that can we expect in terms of a trial? You're not going to get a trial till you get that extradition treaty. I don't know the Mexican legal system enough to tell you how their judiciary process works, but I can look into it, right? The most I can do is read their constitution, and that's probably going to give us the best insight. They don't have a cash bail, so I think once you're arrested, you're just sitting in jail until trial. I think they have been advocating for cash bail in Mexico, but they don't have that. So if they pick you up, um, you sitting in a Mexican jail till trial, which sucks. Because here in America, at least you can catch bail. Shit. America at least let you go home. That is kind of nice here, right? At least they'll let you go home until they figure out what they're gonna do with you. But honey, not in Mexico. Mm-mm. This from LMS says, but they have other businesses. Tasha K's website and Lovely T's Patreon and merchandise. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that's in reference to. I don't know what that's in reference to. The other websites to do what? Tell more stories? The only thing I don't like about Lovely Tea, like I do love Lovely Tea, but the only thing I don't like about bloggers is watermarks. I am gonna be the blogger. I'm gonna put it into it. I'm gonna put it into it. I can't take it. I can't take it. I cannot take watermarks. I can't. They don't make any sense. Okay? Stop gatekeeping the information. If you publish it, you publish it. Okay? Congratulations. You have published a story. We don't need your watermark on it, man. Stop being, it's just be ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Okay? You said, I remember Larry Reed has been, honey, Larry Reed is rich, honey. Tasha K is $12 a month. That's probably how she got her Bentley. No, it's not. What? Tasha K gets paid off of Google AdSense, y'all. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Tasha K get paid off of Google AdSense, honey, and monetization on Facebook and Instagram. Ain't nobody paying for Tasha K's website. Something about Lovey T I can't get jiggly with. I don't know. I'm not gonna knock nobody's hustle. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna knock nobody's hustle. If that's how they want to hustle, let them hustle. That's on them. That's just not how I roll. Cause I'm not a big fan of grift. I'm like, I don't want to call it a grift, but I'm not a big fan of milking my audience. Like, if I can do it Without you guys, I'm gonna do it. And if I really need it, I'm gonna ask, but I don't need it. You know what I mean? But it's just like I'm just not a big fit. I don't know. There's something about that just doesn't seem like it doesn't sit right with me. Like when I watch like a blogger's live stream and they're like talking in circles and people are sending them thousands of dollars in super chats and I'm like, I don't get it. They haven't said anything yet. What are you paying them for? They haven't produced nothing. You know what I mean? There's the first 30 minutes of them talking in circles. What you paying for? I don't get it. 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 I don't. I said Levity always does an in-depth investigation before speaking. Yeah, that's why I like her. That's why I like her. He said, don't watermark, stop plagiarism. Don't watermark, stop plagiarism. You can't plagiarize government documents. Most of the stuff people watermark is a government document, right? They'll pull something from the Superior County Clerk of Courts and put a watermark on it. That belongs to the state. You know what I mean? That belongs to the state. It belongs to the state. That's the state paperwork. The same thing Gerald did with the whole Shanquella story. He went and found everybody's Facebook pages before they closed them, and then he put his watermark all over them. Nobody could use them. Nobody used them. It's weird. He's a weirdo. He's a weird. Everybody's a weirdo who uses watermarks. I don't care. Argue with your mama. I'm not putting no water. I'm not putting no watermark on nothing. That shit is like 2002, man. Just put the document out. Let us see it. That's why I like national publications. That's why I like CNN. That's why I like MSNBC. That's why I like The Guardian. That's why I like the New York Times. Because when they publish a document, there's no watermark on it. It's just the document. It's just there. They just want you to read it. They are trying to deliver the news to you. And bloggers are too busy trying to stamp their watermark on everything to gain ownership of just a document. So if you're producing the document, it means one, you don't know how to type because you clearly have no idea how to even report what you're showing us, right? That's why there's watermark on it. There's no article written, it's just a watermark. So that's what it tells me, right? When I read the New York Times and it's full of documents and then it's just this long editorial, it means they're trying to tell you a story without distracting you, right? But when I see a blogger just put out a caption with an image with a watermark on it, it means that they have no interest in telling the story from the beginning of how they even obtained the document to where the document is going and what is in reference to. They're just simply just, oh, here's an image. This is some so and so's mugshot, and you're just like, how did we get here? What is that? What's that going to do for us? What is that? You understand what I mean? It's just like, what is that for? Others from LMS says, yeah, I saw someone put a watermark on a government document and I did a video showing the same document. Yeah, that's why I published what's his name? And Takeoff, the guy who was charged with killing Takeoff. I just published his document. I went to the Harris County Clerk of Courts and got it. Paid for it, published it. Fuck, I need a watermark for. The document was $1. I can't with these bloggers. I can't with these bloggers. I can't. I just can't. I can't. Lord, I can't. This one practically says, in some instances, you may have to pay for documents or database access, but that's a business expense. Exactly. Like, I know, right? We have an account with, I have an account with the Los Angeles County Clerk of Courts, Fulton County, and Harris County, because something always going on in Harris, Fulton, and Los Angeles County. Not Los Angeles County, not as much. But we have accounts there. We have like business accounts there. So when I pull documents, they They charge our business card for it. So I just get them like click, 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 boom, done, right? So when I get them, some of them are expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Fulton County is probably the most expensive because that's Atlanta. So if you're in the Atlanta area, a lot of people live there, a lot of rappers there, a lot of famous people there. So they have been upping the price on their documents, which is okay, right? Usually like, I'll say like $3 a page. This is kind of expensive, but we get them. I'm not gonna watermark them. That's silly, right? So it's just like, just here's the document. I paid for it. You're more than welcome to use it. People ask me all the time, like, hey, can you send it to me? And I just send it. I don't even think twice. They're like, hey, can I get a copy of that? You sure can. And I give it to them. I don't care if they publish it. I don't care. Like, I just don't care. Like, I feel like if you're so focused on someone publishing a document because you just want to be first, I think that's weird because I care about the story first. I care about telling it the best. Like, to me, I feel like that's where the game is, right? If I can tell the story the best, then I did my job. I don't care about the documents in regards to the story. I just want to tell the story the best. If you can tell the story the best, you're unmatched. What's a document? You know what I mean? What's a document going to do? A document is nothing without the story. You say, yeah, Harris County website is good. New York is the worst. When I was pulling up Benzino's divorce papers, because I was trying to figure out who what's her name is, Coyle Ray. I was trying to figure out no updates on Lucero. I was trying to figure out who Coyle Ray's mom was, so I had to pull up Benzino's divorce records. Terrible. Because apparently if you the further you go to the northeast, everybody has a Suffolk County. Everyone does. There's a Suffolk County everywhere. I'm like, that's like it's like 15 states up in the Northwest with a Suffolk County. Is it public records are free, huh? Public records are not free, depending on where you go. They're not. You said I feel like we need to do a Kanika Jenkins and Kira Cole. Who's Kira Cole? Kanika Jenkins, you guys, died of an accident. That's it. She was drunk and she stumbled inside of a freezer. That's it. There's no mystery behind Kira. It's sad, but there's no mystery. This one, Erica said, "Chief, you crack me up when you crack yourself up." It was. I mean, I just be for real. Like, dang, y'all, it's $1. Y'all try to gatekeep $1. I give you the $1. I'll give you the $1. Can you just give me the document without your watermark on it? That's how I be feeling. Like, here's the $1. Like, you could just pay, just put it behind a paywall, right? Like, because some of the documents, like you said, New York is a hassle. It is a hassle. Some of the documents are harder to get because you got to sign up and you got to get security codes and all that other stuff, and you're just like, oh, it is a hassle. I'm not gonna lie, it's a hassle. So maybe just put the document behind a paywall, like pay $1, and you can have access to it, no watermark. That you could get. That's free game. There you go. That's free game. It's free game. It's that simple. It's that simple. But they don't want to do that. They want to be the first to publish a document. I couldn't tell you what that means, but I couldn't tell you what that means. That Lucero Vargas story that we're covering as well, that is also um hold on. That story is also weird because, like, the fact that her mom told her friends that she was in the Dominican Republic, and then people found out that she's actually in Mexico. I hope she's okay. I hope Lucero Vargas is okay because that story is really sad. It's very sad. YMV says, I think they don't want their audience to know how simple, sometimes cheap to get info they report. I think so too, because I think they want to make it look like an exclusive access. Um, just like when people were reporting Takeoff's death, I pulled the coroner's report and I published it because free game again. I said, you want it? Here it is. And here is his case number. And I published Takeoff's case number. Like, you can look at it yourself, like on this website. I'm not going I don't gatekeep. I'm not gatekeeping that kind of information. So here you go. This is from at 80, that's me, says, did you say there was no mystery with Kira Cole? I can't remember who that is, Kira Cole. It sounds familiar. There's no mystery with Kanika Jenkins, but I don't remember who Kira Cole is. I don't know why her name sounds. It's like it's escaping my brain. You say, yep. So they dug so deep into getting this info for you. He said, but I do have videos on how things look up things on the county, but I do. You said I do. You do know how to videos on how to look things up. Pregnant postal worker. Yeah, her story is strange. There's her boyfriend definitely has something to do with it, and I think that allegedly, and I think that his mom allegedly is helping him. I think his mom is helping him hide out. I think his mom knows the true story because when he was dating Kiera during the holidays, his mom would bring the baby mom over to the house during the holidays because the mom wanted him to be back together with his baby mom. So his mom was like interfering all the time. I think the mother knows. I think the mom knows. I talked to Kiera Cole's mother about her story. So sad. Her story is incredibly sad. You said Kiera Cole's the post worker. Yeah. It sounds weird that the grandma might be involved because how you go have the granddaughter but I return the yeah, she does not care. I wish I want to get in contact with the best friend who's reporting on the story because I just want to know the mom's name. Like I want to talk to her mom. You know. This from practically says I can't stop thinking about the three found unalive in Mexico of carbon monoxide. I hope those families get some support. Oh, that's terrible. I didn't hear about that. But you guys, that's all I got. That's all I got for you guys this evening. We'll be back tomorrow officially at my desk, not my bed. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're supposed to be back today, but I got a little sidetracked. I had some work to do. We're working on a pilot for another TV show on our network, which I think is going to be hilarious. I think it's going to be hilarious. But we'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern for Sunday service is what we call it. And we're going to be going over more stories, okay? Because there's more. There's a lot more. I got DMs for days for missing people, murders, all kinds of stuff. So we're going to be going over more stories. And make sure you follow us on TikTok at Nosy Bystander so you can check out all those stories. I'm publishing one story a day. They'll be here on YouTube as well, but I'm publishing one story a day about a missing person or just a mysterious case on someone. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Nosy Bystanders. Good night, you guys.